Thank you to my fellow opponent. I hope you are feeling better, and I thank you to the judges for being here yet again. So my opponent made some good points in response to my arguments, but I would just like to comment back on those. So you said that um, in response to the country not being able to afford reparations, what I stated, you said that there would be a long-term goal with the government, and this money would go towards schools and bettering African Americans' society. But a long-term goal with this huge debt that we're in, it just doesn't really make any sense. With a 20 to 30-year plan, like we're still $18 trillion in debt, so that wouldn't really make any sense. And with schooling for African Americans, there are already good opportunities for African Americans in college and in schools. Yeah, some schools are obviously with public and private. There's differences, but I don't think that the money necessarily going to that is the right answer. And secondly, you sorry. So I agree that the descendants can definitely be affected by what their ancestors went through, and I agree with you on that. But these descendants did not go through what their ancestors went through, like I said before. I think having a respect and an understanding of the history that their ancestors went through is definitely essential, but giving them reparations is just not really serve any purpose. It's kind of like, for example, I have a second cousin, and I don't really know him that well, but say he gave me all this money, I guess I would just not really I would obviously greedily, I don't know if that's a word, but greediness of wanting his money. I feel like that's just kind of how these descendants would be. It's just like, ooh, money, like I want this, and so I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't think the descendants should be receiving these reparations. So in conclusion, just to go over again, reparations to these African Americans, it's just not gonna help our country out with the financial state we are in. The descendants did not go through what their ancestors went through. Distinguishing who receives them is not easily understood, and it would just have an uproar and racial tension. So I hope these statements were clear, and I appreciate my opponent's arguments, and I thank you, and have a good night. Thank you.